Your Majesties, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning. Trust you and yours are well and you're loving yourself. And also, like always, many thanks to all of you for the support you give to the channel. Thank you so much to our channel members, to our anonymous supporters, to all of you, my esteemed subscribers. You're loved, celebrated, and of course, appreciated. There's this discussion IBRAHIM Traore had with some journalists where they were asking him about the last attack on his life, just not long ago, very recent attack on his life. That went viral, everybody heard about it, but there is some detailed information that IBRAHIM brought to the public through this journalist. And while he was having this discussion, under the comment section of this discussion, you wouldn't believe what some people were saying. I'm going to read that to you. But before then, I want us to get into this, just this little short clip of his, and then analyze a little bit what he said when this attack happened and what exactly went down during this attack. So he said that it was a trap, which was not too obvious to them from the beginning. But while that was going on, he understood that something was off. Okay, they wanted trapping him. Anyway, let's listen to his discussion and then we analyze it as it goes, Your Majesties.
We saw UN vehicles coming, but those who were in the vehicle were wearing our uniforms with blue helmets.
So this basically means that it was a UN vehicle, and those who were in those vehicles, the military, those who were in those vehicles were wearing Burkinabe's military uniform. The car was definitely a United Nations car with Burkinabe military uniform. Now, the question is, where did they get those uniforms? That means they imitated their uniform, and they did that just, you know, to disguise themselves so that Traore might think it's his own people. Okay? Now, when they told you that Burkinabe soldiers were unaliving citizens, they made that, you know, they just circulated that out there, make IBRAHIM Traore look like someone who truly do not have his people at heart. They told you it was Burkinabe soldiers that they saw unaliving citizens. Why? Because these soldiers were putting on Burkinabe uniform. And with this whole discussion, we are getting into it. This whole discussion shows that these people are going to any length to just soil the image of Burkina Faso. So they put on Burkina Faso's military uniform and unalive the citizens so that the citizens might think that it is their soldiers, okay, who are involved in this. And of course, these are Africans, because they are melanated, they're Africans. These are Africans who were paid by these so-called people to disguise themselves like Burkina Faso soldier, to go into Burkina Faso, unalive people, so that the world might think that it is the Burkina Faso soldiers that were unaliving people. Let's go.
But since we were under fire, the machine gunner opened fire on the vehicle and stopped it. Someone fired an RPG. The vehicle caught fire at the front, and the two people inside were calling out to us. They were calling us to come over. So I almost told my units, because we had two missing porters. I almost told them, okay, let's go out, let's go save the guys, because people, my soldiers, asked me, aren't those our two comrades? Because they're in a UN pickup vehicle with our blue helmets. Well, we were unsure. But the fire was already spreading to the cab. I said, no, wait. At that point, I said, even if they are our comrades, they are collateral damage.
There is something about IBRAHIM Traore. You know, that he has this power to discern. I'm getting all emotional, pardon me. There is this power of discernment that is with this man. And you know that it is this power of discernment that has been helping him avoid most of this attack on his life. Because these people go on disguise. Now, they make it look like they are his people, they are his soldiers. Okay? So he should just run in there blindly because they are his soldiers. But no, there is something in IBRAHIM Traore that told him that he should calm down. And this is something that I think it's a gift. Okay, I don't know. This is a virtue in IBRAHIM that all of us are called to emulate. Okay? Being calm in every situation, no matter what the problem may be. No matter, like, this is a young man with a calculated motive, like his ways are calculated. He don't just jump into things. If he were someone who is not calculated, who doesn't watch his back, who is not calm, he would have fallen for a lot of traps, Your Majesties. This is exactly what I'm saying here. He said, no, let's calm down. Let's wait a bit.
The word collateral isn't even finished coming out of my mouth. I found myself waking up underground, and I saw just a black circle in the sky.
What exactly happened in this village located about 20 kilometers from Uwakira?
First, I would like to take this opportunity to express my deepest sympathy to the victims of karma and to all victims of This is not the first time this has happened. And I think that currently, if I'm not mistaken, the DJM and other members of the executive are meeting with certain organizations to explain a number of things to them. There are also cases that are already before the military justice system. We must wait for the investigators to do their work, and people should avoid jumping to conclusions.
As head of state, how did you feel when you learned about this tragedy?
For those who know me, of course it was heartbreaking. It hurts to see something like this. There is to say, but justice must be served. We have to prepare to find those who did this. Just as with all the other tragedies that have already happened. So the military justice system, we keep pushing them, urging them to move quickly so that we can take action. Often, it's difficult for them. There are certain areas where abuses have taken place that they can't easily access, but we make the effort. Often the army makes the effort to bring them there, to try to interview people, to investigate and all that.
So there are accusations being directed at the defense and security forces regarding what happened all in Karma. What do you say about that, Mr. President?
Okay, I see that this is really drawing a lot of attention. As for the accusations, as I said, we must avoid making accusations.
All right, Your Majesties, that was it. And you heard what he said. He did not even, finish the statement he has in his mouth before that vehicle exploded. Just imagine Ibrahim walked into that trap. Just imagine that. So this group of people, this set of human beings can go to any length just to take out Ibrahim. They are ready to sacrifice the life of people. They are ready to sacrifice the lives of people. Okay? And they knew already that Ibrahim was going that way. Now, I'm going to read to you the comments. The comment that fellow melanated like you and I, fellow Africans, are making under this video. It's disheartening. And to see that 7 persons love the comments of whoever wrote this comment is something that, anyway, I understand. Because like I told you, there are people, respectable people who feel that what is happening in the Sahel should not be happening. Now, let's get to the comments. I'm leaving it there for you on the screen as well. Okay, now someone who goes by the name Master Quadra, they said, Traore is just cooking propaganda. This is a man, a leader of a nation who is expressing to the public through this journalist what exactly happened to him during this last attack on his life. How they tried everything. It was so close. Just imagine if Ibrahim had walked to that vehicle, believing that his soldiers were in that vehicle looking for help. Just imagine Ibrahim walking into that vehicle. It would have been a story by now. The ancestors forbid, the Almighty forbid that. So this man feels that Ibrahim is cooking propaganda. Now, do you see why I keep telling you that we are allowing the enemy to sow the seed of discord in our hearts when we keep accepting everything that comes from the Western media? Oh, everything that's happening in Burkina Faso is AI. There is nothing true about what is happening in Burkina Faso. Now we have an African like you and I. Just look at him. That's his face. Of course, he's an African. He said Traore is cooking propaganda. A man who his life has been, there have been an attempt over 17 times, it should be more than that even, attempt on his life to take him out. He's seated, expressing how he feels, telling the world the story, and we have an African who doesn't even know what it is to be responsible for a group or a number of persons coming out to say that Traore is cooking propaganda. And like I told you, look at the amount of like that he got. He got about 7 likes. So there are 7 sets of people at that time who have the same mindset like him. And I love the comments on that this is comment, the replies on that this is comment. We have someone who said, and we love the propaganda he is cooking. He must cook more. This just made my day. And I said, there's no point even saying anything to this guy because the comments that were under this, the replies that were under his comment was just enough, Your Majesties. Yeah, we love his propaganda. If you feel that Ibrahim Traore is cooking propaganda, if you feel that Burkina Faso is cooking propaganda, we love this type of propaganda. Exactly what I keep telling you here. When the West and America, are using AI to make the world fear them, nobody saw anything wrong with it. When Africa began to use AI, the whole world saw something wrong with it. So if you feel that Traore cooks propaganda, we are okay with the propaganda that Traore is cooking. Why are you getting angry? Why are you shouldn't get angry about that if it's propaganda he's cooking. We love the propaganda that he is cooking. And I was so happy to see that a lot of persons, had some positive energy going his way, even though there were negativity, there were lots of positivity as well. And I said, why not we have this discussion here, Your Majesties? The thing is that Traore escaped this trap. It was a trap. It was a trap. They made it look like his soldiers are suffering. His soldiers are dying because it is a UN vehicle. How come the Burkina Faso army are in the UN vehicle? Because they were putting on the Burkina Faso military uniform. You see, the more these people plan, the more they keep exposing themselves. Just imagine, anyway, a lot of thoughts came through to me. I was thinking a whole lot of things. What if it wasn't a UN vehicle that they used? What if the vehicle they were using had no name on it? Would Ibrahim have rushed there believing that these are his soldiers who are dying and need help? It just came to me, but I said, no. Nothing happened just like that. Everything happened because it is meant to happen. Okay, so with all the effort they put in, going to bribe people, going to, get Burkina Faso military uniform, making the whole thing look like these are Burkina Faso soldiers, doing a whole lot of things, unaliving the real soldiers, doing things here and there. There's still this little thing. That's that vehicle that they needed to have changed or maybe take out the name the United Nations needs. They didn't do it. Ibrahim Traore had virtues that we need to learn from. Your Majesties, his discerning ability. He calmed down, took his time. Even that situation was a very urgent situation. Even though the situation he was in was a very urgent situation, Traore took his time. He calmed down. He thought over it. He asked himself questions. I don't know what question was going through his mind at that point. Maybe, if they are my soldiers, why are they in the United Nations vehicle? What is really happening? Why are they here at this time? What is going on? A lot of questions might be running through his mind at that point. But he took his time, calmed down, and he averted this trap through the help of the Almighty and the spirits that are working for our good as the African people. All right, what do you think about this discussion? I said I'm going to bring this up to you so that we have some little deliberation about what he said and what people other Africans are saying out there. I'm going to see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive, always, Your Majesties. Bye for now.